You know that feeling, right? You send off a super important document and it comes back wrong. Signature in the wrong spot. Missing info. It's a huge pain. Well, today, we are going to fix that for good. We're doing a deep dive into one of Digisigner's most powerful features, document fields. Trust me, by the end of this, you'll be able to guide your signers so perfectly, you'll get everything back right the very first time.
So here's the game plan. We've got 6 parts. First, we'll talk about why you should even use fields. Then we'll jump right in, getting your document ready, adding all the different fields, and of course, sending it. We'll even look at what your signer sees, which is super important. And finally, the payoff, the final signed document. Let's get started.
Okay, so first things first, what are these document fields we're talking about? And really, why do they matter? Well, it all comes down to 2 things, control and clarity. You're about to go from just sending a document and hoping for the best to becoming the actual architect of the entire signing process. It's a game changer.
Just think about it for a second. That last contract you sent out, did you just cross your fingers and hope they'd sign on the right dotted line, or hope they wouldn't forget to initial page 3? That little bit of uncertainty is exactly what we're about to completely eliminate.
See, you've really got 2 ways to do this. You can let people click and sign pretty much anywhere they want, which, is fine for super simple stuff. But for anything important, it's just asking for mistakes. The other way? Using fields. You create a guided path for them. It's like the difference between just pointing someone in the general direction versus handing them a GPS with the destination already plugged in.
All right, enough talk, let's get our hands dirty. It's time to actually prepare a document inside Digisigner. This is where it all begins, and you're going to see just how easy it is to get this whole process rolling.
Getting started is literally a 1-2-3 punch. First, you log into your account. Second, you smash that upload button and grab the document you need from your computer. And third, once it's uploaded, you just click on it to open it in the editor. And that's it. You're in. You've got your document ready to go.
And can we just talk about this for a second? The flexibility here is awesome. You are not stuck with just PDFs. You can upload Word docs, Excel sheets, even image files like a JPEG or a PNG. This saves you so much time because you don't have to waste it converting files. Just upload whatever you've got and Digisigner takes care of it.
Okay, now for the main event. This is the heart of it all. Our document is uploaded, and now we're going to build the whole signing experience using the Digisigner toolkit. This is where you take a plain static page and turn it into a smart, interactive form. So let's look at the tools in your toolbox. You've got the essentials, of course, signature, text, and date fields. But you also have some really cool specialized tools. Initials fields? Perfect for those long contracts. Checkboxes are great for that classic I agree to the terms box. And radio buttons are awesome when you need someone to pick just one option, like choosing a specific plan.
We're going to start with the big one, the whole reason we're here. We need to add a signature field. Let's grab that tool and put it right where it needs to go.
The process is ridiculously easy. You just click the signature field button on the toolbar, then you click on the document right where you want it. A little properties box will pop up, but for now, just click Add Field and boom, it's on the page.
And hey, don't worry about getting it perfect on the first click. Once that field is on the page, you can drag it around, you can resize it, you can nudge it until it's lined up exactly right. It's all drag and drop, which means you have total freedom to make it look clean and professional.
Okay, but what happens when things get more complicated? Most real-world documents need more than one person to sign. How do you handle fields for, say, a client and their partner on the same document without it all becoming a huge mess?
So here's where the magic is. It's right in that field properties box. See, when you add a field, it's automatically assigned to signer 1, but if you need another person, you just click that little Add New Signer link. That creates a signer 2, and you can assign fields specifically to them. It even color codes them so you can see at a glance who is supposed to fill out what. Super organized.
So, after you've placed all your signature fields, your text boxes, your date fields, and you've assigned every single one to the right person, you just hit that big Done button. That's going to save your layout and take you right back to your dashboard, ready for the next step.
Okay, our document is locked and loaded, the fields are all in place, they're assigned to the right people, it looks great. Now it's time for the launch sequence. Let's send this thing out for signature. Back on your main screen, you'll see a big Send for Signing button next to your doc. You click that, and a little window pops up. This is where you punch in the email addresses for your signers. You can even write a custom subject and message, which I always recommend. It's just a nice, professional touch. When you're ready, hit Send Document, and it's off. Now check this out because this is a really powerful tool. It's called Signing Order. Normally, everyone gets the document at once, But what if you need, say, a manager to approve a document after their employee signs it? You can turn on Signing Order. This makes sure the document goes from person to person in the exact sequence you want. It's perfect for managing those kinds of workflows.
So, we've done our part. The document is flying through the internet. But what happens on the other end? To really feel confident in this process, let's switch hats for a minute and see exactly what your signer sees when they get that email.
For the signer, the whole experience is incredibly smooth. They get a clean email, click a big Open Document button, and it opens right in their browser. No downloads, no software. They click Start, and the system literally walks them from one field to the next. Each spot they need to fill in blinks to get their attention, so there's no chance of missing anything. Once it's all filled out, they click Done. It is that simple.
And look at how easy each field is for them to use. They click a signature field, and a box pops up to let them draw or type their signature. A date field? My favorite. It automatically fills in today's date, so no mistakes there. And for text fields, they just click and type. The best part is the field actually expands if they need more room, so their text never gets awkwardly cut off. It's all designed to be completely foolproof. And they've clicked Done. From their end, the job is finished. So let's jump back over to our view and see the final payoff. This is what you see, what you get, and how you know for sure that the deal is done.
Back in your account, the update is instant and clear. While a document is out, it's marked as pending. But the second that final signature is added, the status flips to signed, and you get that beautiful, satisfying green check mark. You know it's done just by glancing at your dashboard. No more chasing people or checking emails.
And the system keeps you in the loop the whole time. You get an email update every time someone signs, which is great for tracking progress on multi-signer docs. And when the final person signs, you and everyone else gets one last email with the fully completed, legally binding document attached. Plus, that signed document lives in your Digisigner account forever, ready to download whenever you need it.
And there you have it, the whole process, from A to Z. From uploading a simple file to getting back a perfectly signed document, you are now in total control. You've got the skills to make your signing process fast, professional, and completely error-free. So the only question left is, now that you know how to do it, what are you going to get signed first?